We're going to start with the nation. IOC's frustrating rollout of petrol, says Dangote Refinery. Rivers Council workers plan protest over police presence. Alake, solid minerals boost foreign reserves by $5 million. Why Oyo government delayed approval of Olakuleyi's choice as for the third Olubadan. Governor raises dust over spending of 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy. INEC retains placeholder as Akpata's running mate in Edo. And Kano government serves Bayero eviction notice from Nasarawa Palawas. Okay. Which story are we starting with, the nation?
Okay, I will start with solid minerals. Okay. So our president received a symbolic gold bar from the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, in Abuja at the weekend. And our president, in response and appreciation of that, says this is another concrete step towards the diversification process under the renewed hope agenda. So the president was saying that this is a clear testament to his administration economic diversification. Then, according to a statement by the Special Assistant on Media to Shegun Tomori, Dr. Alake says that the first commercial gold transaction under the National Gold Purchase Program, that's NGPP, increased the country's foreign reserves assets by $5 million. Yay! Wow. He explained that the 70-plus kilogram gold bar, sourced from local artisanal and small gold miners, was refined by the Solid Minerals Development Fund, which is an agency under the ministry. And he said that it was polished, so this gold bar was polished to meet the London Bullion Market Association gold delivery standard. So there's an international standard, and we also met it. And, so it now shows that it was explained that from what we have done, it shows that we are now an economy, that our currency would foster economic confidence, enhance currency stability, and create a more attractive environment for foreign investment. That when we keep doing this, and this is the sort of thing that you do as a country to show that your economy, your currency is something that is one of the currency of value. So this is not something we've always done, but this is where we're headed now. Yeah. So it shows that the policies, the new policies under this administration has helped in diversification. We're opening up our economy to other things and boosting the confidence of our currency. And you earn some respect.
Yeah. Okay, another story.
Niger State. The governor of Niger State has called for the probe of the 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, for a northern governor to be protesting against this, let me see. Only for me to find out that he was saying it should have been better, it would have been better routed through the states. He said that they are going to okay, he had some really good points. Let me highlight the good points. So he said that the NACOM, which is the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, should be focusing more on regulatory agencies as opposed to being an operator. That they should let the private operators and agents handle Hajj, and they should be doing more of regulation and mediation, and that the 2024 Hajj was a failure, and suggested that the private sector handling it would have been better. He also mentioned that he's going to lead a committee of governors to protest this matter. They will take it to the National Assembly, and they will ask for a review of the operations of this commission,
I get that.
As well as then probing the money, because he said the Niger State had to still spend billions of naira on Hajj, that everybody that paid 8 million naira for Hajj were given just $400 to survive the days they were in Hajj. So the process, the system for him does not work.
Is he the same one that talked about the starvation of Nigerians?
Yeah. Yes, he mentioned that as well. So it's So
but I get that. I get his point. But there's always trust issues. So you don't trust government to do it, and government means to state government. You don't even trust state governments to do it either. So there's always, that's why I like the idea of private sector being an independent to actually help to disburse.
So that the commission would only focus on the government of Saudi Arabia, ensuring that
safety of the people. Okay, another story in the nation.
Rivers crisis. So council workers have they have a planned protest. So Rivers State has been in the news for some time because of always recently. Okay, so the council workers are saying that they want to go on protests, the presence of police presence in council secretariats. We know that last week we were talking about some of the local government chairmen who their tenure has expired, and they are saying they don't want to leave because they need to hear the court's injunction telling them to go back. In as much as they said there was another injunction that said, okay, before then there was a Martin Amefule ruling that said that if you, as a local government chairman, your tenure expires before election, you could still extend to 6 months. But another injunction came and said, okay, no, you can't do it. So that's the clash that have been going on. And some of the local government chairmen, they said that we want to hear from the court before we stop. Okay. And meanwhile, the governor had already sworn in or inaugurated new caretaker committee chairman. So those ones are the ones that are occupying those offices right now. But National Union of Trade Union Congress, they are saying you're stopping us from gaining access to the secretariat, and we have to work, and so we are going to protest if you keep keeping your policemen at the scene.
Okay, so the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs in Oyo State, Mr. Olusegun Olaiwola, has revealed that there was a dissenting voice within the Olubadan in council on the health status of Oba Owolabi Olakuleyin. That was the reason government was careful in approving his nomination as the new Olubadan of Ibadan. He said that they objected to Olakuleyin's nomination on the health grounds, which necessitated that the government should patiently consider all positions before approving his nomination. You know, that's what caused the delay. So at least what happened that others actually went ahead to approve his nomination. Moving on now to the Punch. Dangote alleges IOC's frustrating refinery. FG to punish survivors, approving salaries for Jakpa workers. Christ Embassy, Lagos Mall's demolition. Oyakhilome promises bigger church. Naira sells at 1,148 Naira to the dollar as official forex market records $23 billion. Food price hike worry operators amid 1.2 trillion Naira agri project. And NNPC shipped $900 million gas pipeline delivery date to August. Cholera outbreak, 22 states get kits as Lagos cases hit 500. Okay, let's take one story for the break.
Mine is quite a long story, the major headline. Has a shorter one.
So what I see here is federal government to punish supervisors, approving salaries for Jakpa workers. So we've heard this news that some people relocate abroad and they're seen as ghost workers taking salaries here. So they had the civil service week where the president expressed dismay, and he said he's going to punish those supervisors aiding this, and the people that they've been paying, they're going to return this money. So that's what to see.
All right, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.